I wasn't actually planning to make a video about Singer 2025, not because it isn't popular, it certainly is, but mainly because my favorite singer got eliminated for no good reason. Honestly, that left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. But the other day we had this heated discussion about it in class, and my students were like, why not turn it into a high-scoring speaking example? So here we are. A topic like describe a popular TV program comes up quite a lot in IELTS Speaking Part 2. Even if the exact same question doesn't show up, the structure, ideas, and vocabulary I will share today can be easily adapted to other topics like a live performance, a famous person, or even a cultural event. So here's what I'm gonna do in this video. I'll walk you through my mind map the same way I did in class and show you how I'd approach the topic, organize my thought, and choose natural yet advanced language. My go-to strategy is to break it down using the classic 5 W's and 1H framework. What, when, where, who, why, and how. Let's take Singer 2025 as an example. I'll brainstorm around things like, what kind of show is it? When is it aired? Who are the contestants? Why do I like it? And how is it different from other shows? Well, you don't have to tick off every question. The point is to use them as a guide to form a clear and well-rounded answer. So, what kind of show is Singer 2025? I describe it as a live music competition show, kind of like The Voice, but featuring established vocalists instead of newcomers. It's broadcast live every Friday night with no auto-tune and no post-editing, and that's what sets it apart from most other shows. Each performance becomes a real-time test of skill, expression, and stage presence, and that's something audiences, myself included, truly appreciate. Some useful terms here would be live broadcast, elimination round, vocal ability, authenticity, audience vote, and you can add yours. That basically covers the what and when. Next comes to the who, which is optional here but helpful, because talking about who's in the show adds detail, and it's a great opportunity to bring in your personal favorites, like your favorite singer. In my case, that would be Terry Lin. He is a true master of a vocalist with flawless technique and deep emotional expression. He's actually appeared on this show several times, and even after all these years, he still manages to impress me with how consistently refined and expressive he is. I might use words like vocalist, tone of voice, compelling performance, artistic expression, emotionally resonant, disciplined, and so on. These terms give your description depth, way more than just saying, I like his voice. If you don't know these words yet, don't worry. That's exactly how you grow your vocabulary over time. Then finally, we get to the why. Why do I like, or in this case, feel conflicted about the show? For many people, it's the production quality, the excitement of competition, or simply seeing big names compete. For me, the biggest draw is its live format, no masks and no filters. You could also add a bit of background info here, like how there's been a lot of debate over auto-tune in the music industry, so when a show commits to real, unedited vocal performance, it feels more genuine and emotionally honest. And here is how I might pull it all together into a Band 9 sample answer. Singer 2025 is back after the huge splash it made last season. It's sort of like an upgraded version of I Am a Singer, a music competition show that started around a decade ago. The show brings together professional singers to compete for the championship title, but what makes Singer 2024 and 25 stand out is its live broadcasting format with no auto-tune, which turns each episode into a true test of vocal ability, something audiences truly appreciate. While auto-tune is widely used in music shows to disguise flaws, it blurs the line and makes it difficult to tell who the real professionals are. In the end, people want to hear real, skilled vocalists sing live, and this show finally gives them that. What pulled me in at the beginning was the presence of my favorite singer, Terry Lin. He is perfect for the show, not just because he has such idealistic musical ideas, but because he's a true vocal master. Despite his talent and long-established reputation, he remains incredibly disciplined and constantly pushes himself artistically. Every time he takes the stage, he brings music to life in a way that's emotionally resonant and aesthetically refined, with compelling vocal expression and impeccable technique. Even though this is the third time he's on the show, I personally find his two performances in Singer 2025 just as impressive as ever. I get that art and music can be very subjective and sometimes even controversial, but his elimination was extremely disappointing. Just my 2 cents though, I believe there is a clear difference between an artist and an entertainer. In a show that claims to stand for authenticity and professionalism, a true artist like him deserves far more respect. Surely it's still considered a popular TV program, but to me, it now feels more like public entertainment than a genuine celebration of music. Alright, that's basically how I describe a popular TV program in a Band 9 look. Again, your version doesn't have to sound exactly like mine. It should reflect your own preferences, maybe with a different show, a different singer, or even an entirely different angle. Just be sure to stay structured. Use precise, topic-specific vocabulary, practice your fluency, and let your personality show. And that's what brings you closer to a Band 8 or even 9 performance. Hope this video gives you some solid ideas, and more importantly, this is another telling example of how everyday life, even a debate over a music show, can turn into meaningful and high-level speaking practice. So, have you watched the Singer 2025? Who's your favorite singer? And how do you feel about the show? Tell me down below, and we'll see you next time.